Hi there, Jen Roque here from StampCampWithJen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'd love for you to join us and grab your crafty friends and invite them to craft along with us as well. Today, I have a little special guest to say hi once again. There he is, Ethan. How's your weekend going, bud?
Going pretty good. I'm finally starting to enjoy my weeks because I'm not in school anymore.
That's right. You got Thanksgiving week off, don't you?
As you can see, I'm still in my pajamas, my pajama hair.
Just enjoying time off. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining us. As you guys join, please say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Mr. Ethan is off of school this week, so he's loving life. He's so happy to be off and be able to finally relax. He's getting ready for the holidays, and you have a Christmas concert coming up that you're getting ready for.
I do.
And doing bowling. We're getting ready to have lots of yummy food for Thanksgiving. I'm sure you guys all have lots of Thanksgiving stuff going on, getting ready for Christmas and Thanksgiving and everything. It's a busy week this week for sure. So, he is definitely enjoying it for sure. So she said, enjoy your Thanksgiving vacation. You have a hard time when you take you to the eye doctor again? You're having a hard time? Yeah. Well, it's the same prescription whether you have glasses or contacts. So, all right. So today we have a fun treat holder that we're going to make. My friend and team member Kathy brought it to me when we had in-person Stamp Camp classes last week. She brought it as a special treat to congratulate me on all of my Stampin' Up! Achievements. She's so sweet. She always has the coolest cards and treat boxes. So I'm going to show you that real quick. And this will be perfect for an upcoming holiday party or maybe something to send to the grandkids. I know a lot of people send like little goodie packages around the holidays to their grandkids. So this would be really cute for them. It's pretty easy too. So we'll get into that in a second. There's a lot of stuff going on as with all the other stores. There's sales and things going on. We're going to talk about that real quick before we get started, and then we'll get into today's project. Do you have anything else you want to say, bud, before I switch the camera around? No? Just say hi. Hi to all your loyal viewers. All right, we'll switch this around here. Try to do it without giving anything away. I didn't run over your toe, did I?
That's fine.
Oh, okay. All right. So, just a friendly reminder, I do have my latest Stamp Camp to go going on right now that you can sign up for. The deadline to sign up is next Monday, November 27th. We're going to use this Merriest Trees bundle from the mini catalog. Now, this bundle is carrying over. You will be able to get it after the catalog ends on January 3rd, but it won't be a bundle anymore, so you won't be able to get that 10% savings. But if you go to my website, stampcampwithjen.com, you'll see all the details. I do have an option where you can add the bundle into your Stamp Camp to go to save on tax and shipping. That's a really good deal. Or you can just get the tutorials and the card kits. And I also will include a little sampler of the Blooming Pearls, these beautiful things, because you need these for a couple of cards. So there will be a little sample of that as well in the class. So if you'd like to sign up for that, please reach out to me by next Monday, November 27th, and I'll send out a PayPal invoice for payment. And then if you're getting the bundle and the little card kits, they are expected to ship around December 11th. I know that's kind of last minute, but this would be perfect if you need like some last minute cards or a treat box for
November 11th?
No, December 11th.
Oh, December.
Yeah, it's very last minute. Or if you want to just download the tutorials, those are available on my website in my tutorial library right now. So you can go download those today. All right, and then I am a Stamp and Storage affiliate, and they have a holiday sale going on right now with 15% off. If you are a newsletter subscriber, I sent out all the details for their Black Friday deals coming up at the end of the week. That email went out this morning with all those details. So if you didn't see it, be sure to check your email, maybe check your spam folders to make sure it didn't go in there. But all of that is going on right now, okay? And I will send out more updates as they become available. But there's lots of good deals going on with Stampin' Storage. And then tomorrow, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, it will be today, is the last chance products. So these are items from the mini catalog that are going on sale up to 60% off. I do recommend getting these as soon as possible because once they're gone, they're gone. There's no guarantee that they will last until January 3rd, the end of the catalog. So I would say if there's something you want, get it early because things are already starting to sell out, okay? All right. And then I will be having a sale on Black Friday for my retired items. They will be 60% off. If you are a newsletter subscriber, that is how you will participate. This is only going out to my newsletter subscribers on Friday morning. So if you'd like all the details for that, be sure to sign up for my newsletter so that you can participate. I'll have all the details in that email on Friday morning. And this is only good for Black Friday. So at midnight on Black Friday, the sale will be over. So you have to shop quickly, okay? And then I just want to share a friendly reminder that those that shop with me can download a digital rewards card and keep track of your points towards a free shopping spree. For every $25 in a single order, you earn a stamp. And once you get 20 stamps, you get a free $50 shopping spree. I pay for the shipping, the tax, everything. So all you have to do is download this digital rewards card. And then anytime you place an order, I update your card and you can easily view it in the wallet app on your phone, okay? The big thing with this is when you sign up for this, make sure that you hit in the top right hand corner, there's a little button that says add. That's the most important part. Make sure you do that so that it will add it to your wallet so you can see it on your phone, okay? And then Happy Mail, if you would like to receive a surprise card kit in the early part of December, make sure you place any size order with me in November, and at the end of the month, at the beginning of December, I will send you a surprise card kit in the mail where you'll craft along with me during my customer appreciation stamping event. And I always do a giveaway as well, and the giveaway is open to anybody, not just those that earned the card kit. So make sure if you want to craft along with me that you make sure to place any size order with me in November, okay? They're always lots of fun. Everybody really seems to enjoy them, and I love making the kits for you guys, okay? And it's just a lot of fun. So make sure you take advantage of that. It's a good offer. All right. So now we're going to get into today's project. So this is what Kathy sent me. This is so super cute. She made this little snowman out of the Deckled circles. And she wrote on the back of it, Jen, congrats on your status with Stampin' Up. You do good work, Kathy. She's so sweet. Now this box is big. I actually ate one of the Ghirardelli squares in here. So there was actually even more candy in here than what's in here. I had to. It was the peppermint bark. I had to eat it. But there's 4. So there were 5 Ghirardelli squares, and she even put a little Ghirardelli snowman in there. She knows I love candy, so she always puts lots of good treats in there for me. So this is her version, and I came up with another version. It looks almost exactly the same, but using stuff that I had on hand. So, and I made the box on the inside. Hers was white, and I changed mine to be black, so it kind of blends in a little bit more. But obviously you do whatever you prefer. So I'm going to show you how to make this version, but it's almost the exact same. I just used a few different products that I had on hand, and I'm going to show you how to do this one. But this would be so cute. And for sizing sake, I wanted to show you. So if you didn't want to put candy in here, you can fit 2 Tombow glue holders on the inside, or you could fit, like if you wanted to give these out as team prizes, you could fit 3 of the little ink refills. 3 of those will fit in there nicely as well. So those are just some ideas. There's lots of stuff you could put in there, but those are some ideas, like if you wanted to make them for like your team members for Christmas gifts or something like that. So that's what we're gonna make. So I've done a lot of the die cutting ahead of time just to kind of speed things up a little bit. But so I want to show you, we're gonna use these Deckled circles. That's where we get the dies for the face here. And we're using black and white mostly. So for the Deckled circles dies, they're humongous. So we actually use not the 2 largest, but the 3rd and 4th largest dies are the ones that we want. Now, if you want reference, Ethan, can you hand me my ruler over there? Right in front of you. Thank you. So for reference, the larger circle is about 5 inches wide, 5 inches in diameter. And the smaller one is about 4 5/8 in diameter. Okay, so maybe you don't have these, but you have some other circle dies you want to use. Those are the sizes for those. But these are the 2 we're using for the face. Now, like I said, I already die cut the 2 black with the bigger circle. And then with the smaller circle, I die cut it in white. Now, I didn't die cut it all the way because we are going to cut some of it off anyway. So if you maybe have like a scrap piece that isn't quite big enough, it's not a big deal if you don't cut it all the way down because you're going to end up trimming the bottom of it anyway, okay? So not a problem. And then I wanted to show you too, so to get the most out of your paper, what I did was I took an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper and I cut it at, this was about 5.5 inches wide. You just cut it down on the short side and that's enough to get those 2 circles. And then you can use this piece for the little hat pieces because you'll need 2 of those, okay? So I've already cut those as well. The little brims are 3/4 by 6 inches. You'll need 2 of those. And then the tops of the hat are, what did I say? I have my measurements here. These are 2 3/4 by 3.5. So if you take that other little strip from cutting your basic black piece, you'll be able to cut that down to get 2 of your hat pieces, okay? So, and then this piece that we're gonna use to make the box for the inside here that holds all the treats is 5 by 5.5, okay? And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So let me clear my space. All right, lots of information here, but that's all right. So for our hat, so I am gonna grab my silicone craft mat now, or my silicone craft sheet. I love this thing if you're using any kind of glue, because as you can see here, I've got some glue that kind of dried up, and once it dries, you can just use your fingers to rub that glue off. And if you are using glue on anything and it happens to spill over, it'll spill over onto this craft mat instead of getting your work surface all sticky, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna take a little bit of liquid glue here and just put it towards the bottom. We're gonna put our hats together so that they can go ahead and start drying. You just wanna center that strip. See, and my glue, I got a little crazy with my glue, but that's okay because it can always go on my craft mat. Okay, so there's one hat. And then we'll put the other hat together. Hi, Diana. Hi, Joan. I saw you earlier too. Thanks so much for joining us. We're making an adorable snowman treat holder. I'll show you guys here in just a second what it's gonna look like. It's super cute and pretty easy to put together. This is perfect for the grandkids, party favors. It fits a lot in it. And I like to kind of line these up to make sure they're placed about the same, and they are, so that's good. So we'll set those aside to dry real quick. So this is what we're making for those of you that joined a little bit later. It's got enough to hold a bunch of candy on the inside or some other little goodies. Okay, so those little hats are gonna dry. Now we're going to put our circles together. Actually, no, we're gonna put our box together first because we need to measure something on our box with those circles. So we're gonna put this box together. So you grab your paper trimmer here and take this box, and at the 5-inch side up here, we're gonna score at 2 inches and 3 inches. Okay. And then we're gonna rotate it 180 degrees. So this is the 5.5-inch side. So I like to use my little 1 inch whenever it's about an inch or so. I like to use this side. It's a little bit easier for me to maneuver. So we're gonna do 1 inch on both sides. So we're gonna do 1 inch, rotate it around so that 1 inch score is on the left side. And now we're gonna score 1 inch on this side here. All right, so you'll kind of see you've got those 2 score lines and then 2 score lines there. So now we're gonna fold and use our bone folder and burnish those score lines. And Kathy, she got this from another demonstrator. She was inspired by a demonstrator named Debbie Henderson, who made these cute little treat boxes with the Deckled circles. And Kathy just made it into a snowman version. So I will post, when this goes on my blog tomorrow, I will post the link for Debbie's as well, so you can see her project and get even more crafting inspiration. Hers is really cute too. I think she did like a fall one. It was really neat. So we're gonna cut these little tabs here, and then to make everything line up a little better, in the center tab, we're just angling it, or mitering it is another word for it. And we're just gonna do that real quick. This is so cute. I love Kathy's spin on this little treat box. So I'm gonna take these center tabs and I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue on these center tabs and fold that up, line those edges up along the bottom there of the box. And you'll just kind of press and let it dry a little bit, kind of wiggle it in place so it's all lined up at the bottom there. And now these little tabs on the inside, I'm gonna take a little bit of liquid glue and we're gonna wrap those around the outside and line everything up. I love liquid glue because you got that little bit of wiggle room, that wiggle time to make sure that it's all lined up. Okay. Just kind of give it a minute. Everything to line up there. Okay. Now we've got our box put together. See, pretty good size. So measuring this box, it is 3.5 wide by 2 inches tall by about 1 inch deep. So that's a pretty good size box right there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this circle. And what you wanna do with this box is you want to line it up, not quite so that the points reach the edge. You want a little bit of space on either side, but pretty close to the corners meeting the edge, okay? And then you're gonna take a pencil and make a pencil mark, all right? Make it dark enough so you can see. And then we're going to put this in our paper trimmer and trim it down, okay? I'm gonna do the same thing. Well, now we're gonna take the other circle and we're gonna kind of line them up, and you're gonna make a pencil mark so we can trim that one down. Okay. So that they're the same size. So that one, just line that up in your track. Cut that down. All right. So now, aw, Isla, my granddaughter's watching. Yep. She would love this summer. Show her, let her see, this is what I'm making. I'm making this cute little snowman. I should make this with her. She would love this. She'd be so cute. She would love it. She's my little crafter. She made a paper pumpkin kit with me a couple weeks ago and she loved it. All right, so now for these, what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up lining these up. And like I said, there's gonna be a little bit of overlap on the bottom. So we're gonna cut off that excess. What we wanna do is take our liquid glue and not go all the way to the edge, have a little bit of a border because it's not gonna go all the way over there. And this would be a good time to get our silicone craft sheet again, in case it goes off of the paper. Trying to be better about using that. All right, so we're gonna put that on there. And then we're gonna put our circle on here. So there's a little bit of an edge. You could probably make a penguin with this too. I was just thinking with the black and the white, that would be cute. All right, so we'll do that one. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to flip this over and just trim off that little bit of excess we have there. Aw, we'll make it, Isla. Next time you come over, we'll make one of these. This is pretty easy, pretty fun. All right, so there's one. So we're gonna do the same thing for the other one. I'm gonna use my silicone craft sheet again in case my glue goes over my paper so that I don't have a wet, sticky surface. It'll stick to that craft sheet and then I'll just be able to peel everything up off of here. It's really awesome. All right. I'm just gonna press it down, use my finger to press that glue underneath and make sure everything's smooth and flat. Let's see, I have a little bit of glue. All right. Okay. Now we'll flip that over and trim. So fun. Cute, cute, cute. My fingers are getting all sticky. Okay. So now for this box, we want to, she gave you the pumpkin. Yeah, that little pumpkin was super fun. She did such a good job with those too. She's at the point where she can pretty much do it all on her own. She doesn't need my help anymore. All right, so now we're gonna take the snowman and we're going to line it up so that that flat edge lines up with the bottom of the box. And we're gonna do that for both sides here. And you can kind of press it along the table to make sure that it's all lined up. We're gonna do this with both sides. And then line this one up as well. Oops, that's all right. We're gonna use our fingers to kind of line it up, press everything in, and then once you get it where you want it, you can take your bone folder on the inside and just press the inside of that box down on top of those circles to give it, make sure it's really on there nice and tight. And then stand it up and it should stand up like it's supposed to. Now we just have to do the decorating. So fun. Okay. So for the hat, we're gonna put the hat on kind of crooked like this. So we can go ahead and do that. So what I do is I just put, like I just did, I kind of looked at it to get a good idea where it's gonna go. And then you're gonna put a little bit of liquid glue on the top there. Using lots of liquid glue for this one. And we're gonna put it maybe like here, make it look like it's tipping off of his head a little bit. So funny because we don't really get snowmen in Florida anymore. We should have made a brown one for a sandman instead of a snowman. Ethan's not listening to me anymore. He's playing video games, so. Huh? I was talking to you. You're not paying attention.
Mom.
All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put that hat on the back side so it lines up with that front edge there. Okay. Now, I already did a bunch of die cutting, but I'm going to show you what I cut here. So for the eyes, we are using, what did I do with them here? We're using the smallest circle from the Stylish Shapes. That's what I used for the eyes, okay? So I have those two right here. And then for the mouth and the little holly leaves and the berries, I'm using the Christmas Classics dies. Now I used this little holly leaf right here. I cut 2 of those out. And then for the mouth, I actually used these dies, and I only used the single circle die cut. So I cut, there's 7 of these total. So I just lined them up, cut them 3 times to get 6, and then another time to get that 7, because there's 7 of the little circles for his mouth. Now these will be on sale as part of the last chance products. These will be 10% off, but you can get the bundle with the stamp set, that Christmas Classic stamp set, and that's still cheaper than getting it than buying them separately with the 10% off with the dies. Okay, so the bundle savings is still a better deal because I think the dies are only 10% off by themselves. So okay, now for the nose, what I did, I thought this was pretty cool. I actually used this Country Bouquet punch, and I took some pumpkin pie cardstock, and we're gonna punch out that heart at the top there. Okay. And now what you want to do is, you see how the heart is kind of fatter on one side and smaller on the other? This fatter side is the side we're going to do. So what I did was I flipped it over and I cut off this smaller section and kind of rounded it. And that's how I made the nose for the pumpkin, or for the snowman. That is all I did. I just cut off that little section. So that's half of my heart. Now, if you don't have that punch, you could probably use any heart punch, but that's what I did. And I just, you know, trimmed that little bit off, and that's his nose right there. Or you could do it this way. I think that I like it a little better that way. So that's his nose. That's all I did. You have to leave. Happy Thanksgiving, Diana. I'm sure you're busy. I know lots of people are busy. We're going to be busy doing a bunch of stuff tomorrow. We've got hair appointments, shopping to do, food to make, all kinds of stuff. So, okay. And then those little circles that I die cut from those Christmas Classics dies, I'm going to line those up. So what I like to do is I like to line everything up. And actually this little putty tool for little small things like this, I like to grab it with that putty tool and pick it up. It makes it a lot easier to grab everything with that putty end. Okay. Ugh. My hands are sticky from the glue. Come on, putty. There we go. And so what I like to do is I kind of line everything up, get it positioned where I want it, and then we'll put the glue down after that. Oh my goodness, come on, there we go. All right, and this one I want to flip over, and it's so cool how these little pieces, they look like little pieces of coal or something. There we go, come on. Sticking a little too well. So I'm just gonna kind of position these where I want them for his mouth, and then we'll start sticking everything on with some glue. All right, so now for the bigger pieces, I'll glue these eyes on. Oscar, goodness. Oscar's making a bunch of noise. He likes to lick feet. All I can hear is him licking Ethan's feet over here. It's so weird. All right, so there's the eyes. We'll get the nose on. Oops. So how did I say? I want it that way. So we're gonna put some liquid glue on the back here. Don't need a lot, just enough to keep it in place. Okay. And then I'm going to do these one at a time. I'll just put a little dot of glue down. And then we'll put this piece down and let it sit for a second. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll just work our way down his little mouth here. So I'm curious, what Christmas character is like your favorite icon? Is it the snowman? Is it Santa? Is it a reindeer? I like reindeer a lot. That's probably one of my favorites. I think my husband's is Santa. He's a big Santa fan. I know some people, they have that specific character that they love that really makes them think of Christmas. So I wonder what that is for you. All right. Just dabbing some glue on here. This is the easiest way I found to get these on here. And it really helps using that putty end of the take your pick tool. I just let it sit for a second while that glue grabs it. This is super, super cute. Yeah, she put a peppermint bark square in here and I couldn't resist. I had to eat that out of the box. Those peppermint bark squares, as soon as those things come out, I go crazy for them. I'm surprised I haven't bought a bag of those yet. They usually don't last long. All right, so there's his mouth and his face is all assembled. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the little holly leaves on the top here. So like I said, I have the 2 leaves. We're gonna put those together, kind of glue them down a little bit, and then we have the 3 berries. So let's get our silicone craft mat out again, our silicone craft sheet. And I'm gonna put all these little berries down here. So these are all from those Christmas Classics dies. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue on one of the holly leaves right here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this one kind of higher up and a little bit off to the side so they look kind of off center like that. And then we're gonna take our holly berries and we're gonna put them on top of here. So I'm gonna put a little bit more liquid glue on top of that stem where that little cluster of glue is, or where those stems kind of cross over. And then we'll grab that putty end again of our take your pick tool and kind of put that where that glue is. And we'll do another little bit for another holly berry. Or maybe, how did I do it before? I could put the little holly berry down here, I think. Oscar, goodness gracious. So we'll kind of cover up where those stems meet. Okay. All right, so now to put this on, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some mini Stampin' Dimensionals here. And we're gonna flip this over. And see, I got a little bit of glue on there, but it's not, my paper's not sticking to anything. So for this, I like to actually take the sharper end, the little pokey end, and that helps me grab these Stampin' Dimensionals, these mini ones. And we're gonna just kind of put them where we can, where it's not really gonna show very much. Maybe over here, oops. Like 3 or 4 is usually pretty good. Put one down here. And maybe in the center here where all this is clustered over. I think that's pretty good. That should be enough to get everything to stick. And then this is just gonna go right up here on his hat. Santa and his elves, that's a good one. The elves are the hard workers. They're the ones that make the toys. Ethan asked me the other day, do you think elves ever get sick of making toys? I said, probably. They act like they like it, but I'm sure they get sick of it at some point. And that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna put that right on his little hat, just like that. And that is the end of our little treat box here. What do you think? Super cute, right? And there's so many things you can put in there. Like I said, it's a pretty big box. So you could put tons of candy in it, glue, mini ink refills. It won't fit dimensionals. I thought, because it was so funny at my Christmas party last year, everybody went crazy over dimensionals. And I thought, oh, that would be really cute if you could fit that. If you made the box a little bit wider, maybe you could, but they don't quite fit in this box. So I didn't realize dimensionals are like gold, apparently. And when that was a giveaway in my party, everybody went nuts. So again, this is the version Kathy made. Super, super cute. And then this is my version of what she made. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you again, Kathy, so much for sharing this with us. And thank you, Debbie Henderson, for the original inspiration. If you like this post, please give me a little thumbs up or a heart and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching the replay on my YouTube channel, please feel free to leave a comment and say hi and let me know what you think of this project. I love hearing from you guys, and I love to know what you think of these projects, okay? All right, guys. Well, I know this is a busy week for everybody. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be able to watch the replay and can't catch me live. I hope you enjoy this project. It gives you some inspiration as we transition from Thanksgiving into Christmas. Don't forget about that last chance product sale starting tomorrow or today if you're watching the replay. And please shop with me. I would love to earn your business. There's still time too if you're a new customer. I am ordering catalogs for all of my customers that have placed an order with me in 2023. So if you're a new customer and place an order with me by the end of November, I will send you a spring mini catalog and celebration brochure as a special thank you for shopping with me, okay? All right, guys. And those of you that are expecting catalogs, you should receive it probably around Christmas time, if not sooner. If you don't get it by New Year's, definitely let me know. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys all have a safe and happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you here next Monday. And until next time, be safe, eat lots of yummy food, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.